What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Shelbz for the Culture podcast, where we talk housewives, hot topics, reality TV chaos, and all the mess in between. I'm Shelbz, and joining me today is the one, the only, Vogue-featured makeup artist, Krystal with a K, Collins-Mitchell.
Hey, it's been so long. It feels like it's been so long.
I miss you.
God, I miss you too. Glad to be back on the mic.
Smooches. So before we get into the drama, let me turn this down. Before we get into the drama, I need everybody to give my girl her flowers because Krystal just had her Vogue moment, okay? How do you feel?
I feel really good. That was a surprise to see. I woke up into a tagged post, and I'm like, oh, I'm being tagged in a post with a Vogue feature. So that was really cool. It was really cool.
I'm so freaking proud of you.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
That was definitely a career highlight. To many more.
Yes, and listeners, if you're on the East Coast, you can book Krystal and utilize her makeup skills in real life. She also has a walking tour.
Yes.
And if you're not on the East Coast, she travels.
I do. I travel and I teach virtually. So hit me up.
Flood her DMs. Krystal, where can the people find you besides Vogue, of course?
Oh, yes. Besides Vogue, you can find me at crystalgemsart.mua. That's Krystal with a K, GEMS art.mua.
All right. Now let's get into these hot topics because the girls have been active.
Mm-hmm.
First up in Hot Topics, let's discuss this musical collab nobody knew they needed, but somehow makes perfect sense. I played it in our opening. It's called If Only by Candiace and Tamar Braxton. Mm-hmm. These two teaming up it's a remix. Vocally, this makes sense. Dramatically, even more sense. What do you think?
Honestly, when I heard Candiace and Tamar were going to be on a track, I was like, ew, yuck. Why are they doing that? This seems like a money grab. What's going on? But hearing the song, their voices blend really well together.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
I enjoy it. I will say I'm in like a much faster I love the chorus. Mm-hmm. It's a little too love the voices. Like I'm a fan. Like when I heard the song drop, I was already excited. I was the opposite of you. I was like, woohoo! And so like it's just not my vibe right now. I think I'm in a much more faster pace with much more bass and a beat of a vibe right now. So, like I feel like when You Won't Break My Soul came out, it was exactly what I needed in my life. And there was a job that was, I was like, Beyonce, how did you do it? How does she know? Yeah. So I just feel like the timing of this is not so aligned with my vibe right now.
Maybe Tamar and Candiace give us a club remix.
Yeah? Ooh!
Yeah, for the summer. Give us a summer anthem.
Ooh, yes!
Give us a club remix.
So I also feel like Candiace is actually underrated musically because people reduce her to housewives drama.
Yeah, no, she has a voice, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, she has a voice.
Put some respect on her name.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about Alicia's cryptic post about money. I think it was on Friday. Immediately, the internet went into detective mode. What do you think? Cry for help?
Now deleted.
Screenshots. So she said
screenshots are floating around, but the posts have been deleted. Yeah.
Asking for a friend, do you think it's okay if your spouse takes your money and pays bills without asking you? You never see your money or your check. Like,
yeah, I mean, asking for a friend, girl, like, we know what that means.
Yeah.
We know what that means, aka you're going through this. And I don't know.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh because it does seem like a cry for help. Sorry, it's not funny. But it is making me think of the Heathers. And if you don't know the Heathers gave birth to Mean Girls. Tina Fey has famously said that the Heathers was a big inspiration. So if you love Mean Girls, go watch the Heathers. It has a young Winona Ryder, Shannon Doherty, and Christian, not Bale, Christian, damn it!
One of those Christians.
One of those Christians from the 80s. It's bothering me. It's going to bother me. But a lot of young 80s stars, and one of the girls calls into like a radio to like vent about stuff, and she uses like the most obvious fake name. And everybody
like Schmishtroll.
Yeah, and everybody at her school listens to this radio station, so she just putting all her business out on blast. So I don't know. That's just what Alicia makes me think of. Like,
right. And first of all, where's her cracker budget? Okay. Is that in the budget? You taking her money? Does she have enough for her crackers and her other snacks?
I feel like Alicia's gonna make sure she has enough for a cracker.
Yes, but yeah, for like cry for help for sure.
Yeah.
And it's just sad because it makes me think about the lack of financial literacy people in general get, but especially women, and then you enter in these relationships and it's like it's expected that it's a man's role or a masculine role to learn about your finances, and that's just not true.
Speak on it. And I get the vibe that Alicia and Rulla come from like a long line of women that are like kind of old school, like New Jersey,
traditional.
You know, her not being willing to like, or her being uncomfortable with not driving on the highway or long distances. I feel like that's been bred.
Yeah.
You know, like we're not born afraid of certain things. We learn that fear.
Right.
And I feel like, yeah, she's just been bred that way. But actually, Alicia, you are capable of going to drive and pick up your daughter. I know you can do it.
Yeah, and maybe Housewives is her way of getting that financial independence or gaining some independence, as a lot of women come on the show to do that. So yeah, I think Alicia's no different in that.
Okay, so now let's talk about Dolores. She claimed on two T's in a pod that Rosie is the reason she's filming less. And I'm like, girl, respectfully, Rosie does not have that kind of Avengers level power. Also,
wait, I haven't heard this drama, so why is she saying Rosie is the reason?
So let's see, let's go to the post. She's saying there may be a reason why we haven't seen Dolores Catania much this season. She claimed Rosie Woods may have had something to do with her not filming as much. Yeah, she went on to say that Rosie is growing on me. It seems like it was a comment on Two T's in a Pod, which is hosted by Real Housewives of OC Tamara and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. What's her face?
Some other blonde?
Teddy. Garcelle calls her the Gnat, you know?
So she didn't say exactly why she
No, and I'm like, she was just saying that the producers were not letting her film and wouldn't let her go on the cash trip.
So who is it, Dolores?
And I'm just like, let's relax. Rosie is not standing at NBC Universal with a clipboard approving call sheets.
Yeah.
What would Rosie actually gain from Dolores filming less?
Right. Like, okay. Next, Dolores.
So, and finally, Dr. Heavenly finished second in her congressional race. I'm really proud of her. And also happy she won't be leaving my TV anytime soon.
No. I'm happy, honestly. I'm sorry, Dr. Heavenly. I was rooting for you, but for you to leave Married to Medicine, that would have been the end of Married to Medicine.
Ooh.
Clock that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure she isn't done with politics, though.
I don't think so. I think Dr. Heavenly, stay in politics, go for maybe the school board, maybe another position within the local government, get in there, city council, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's go for something else. Yeah.
Dr. Heavenly, it's a 2-for-1 special over here. You get a makeup artist and somebody to manage your
strategist. Yeah, and a strategist. There you go. Call me up, Dr. Heavenly.
Do you think reality TV fame helps or hurts people running for office? And this is very happening right now with Spencer from the Hills.
Right. And who's running for what? Mayor?
Yeah. Boo. Do not vote for Spencer Pratt.
Ugh,
Yuck. I agree. Okay, so let's head over. Oh, I feel like I didn't let you answer the question.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't help or hurt. I think it depends. I think some people view your time on reality TV as a show and a sign that you can be real, you can be raw. And for some people, that's what they like in their politicians. For others, it's just, and I specifically for Black women, I think it's a hindrance. I think it's a hurt. I think that people already are want reasons to discredit you and discount you. And so unfortunately, I think for Black women, it's a different playing field.
You are absolutely right. That specificity matters because the Cheeto in the White House started in reality TV.
Right.
I mean, that was not his start, but
we definitely saw some things.
Yes.
Yeah, from him.
He was in reality TV before he got into politics.
Right.
And he was able to go to the highest seat in this country. Mm-hmm. So to your point about it being different for Black women versus a white man, for example.
Right.
And, not just reality TV, but in terms of like show business, Reagan, the worst president. But Reagan started out in
acting.
like,
In Hollywood.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. The list goes on. Okay, so now let's head over to Atlanta because these ladies gave us sex positivity debates, facial expression accusations, oyster conspiracies, and hot Cheeto energy all in one. You know, we're good where we are. Because how many conversations do they need to have?
Right.
At this point, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and
expecting
a different result.
Yeah. There we go. We got that out. Okay. We know the definitions. Okay.
Yes.
Read your dictionary.
So, yeah. And Kelly calling it hot Cheetos, chili, whatever.
Chili cheese, Frito pussy or something like that. Ooh, girl, you been talking to your daughters. Who taught you that?
Or a good gay.
Yeah, a good gay. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, so now the whole thing, you saw Portia checking the oysters. Mm-hmm. I genuinely thought it was a joke. What about you? Okay. Yeah. I do not think Portia was secretly referencing, that old comment that K. Michelle's ex made about her lady parts years ago.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, I don't know, 8 years ago your ex said your pussy stink. Do your pussy stink or not? If it don't, then who gives a fuck what a ugly ass, crusty ass, gooch grease ass man has to say, okay, whose semen probably does smell like old fish, okay, and the fucking backside of a damn garbage truck. Who gives a fuck what he has to say about what your pussy smells like? What the fuck? I don't care what you think.
I love it.
And?
Also, that sounded like a bar. Do your pussy stink or not? Do your pussy stink or not? And honestly, I saw other people. I watched this in real time thinking this and then immediately saw other creators saying the same thing. So I know I'm not the only one who's thinking this. But it's the Barbra Streisand effect. Because we wouldn't know about it if K. Michelle
had you not brought it up. No one was even thinking about that drama.
Because
8 years ago, girl, you know the life cycle of reality TV drama? Nobody gives a fuck what that man says. Who even is he?
Yeah. And I feel like if she was throwing shade, it would have been at Kelly, who was questioning her vagina.
Right.
Her hot box.
I think K. Michelle is paranoid. I think that she has a lot of hurt, and I think she is projecting.
Oh, love K. Michelle down, but yes. I agree. I think this one lived more in her head than in reality.
Absolutely.
So I'm skipping around, but Kay versus Drew. I saw folks did you see their little showdown?
Yes.
Good. Okay, good.
That's where I got. That's the
cool. Okay, so I saw folks gassing Drew up for the I don't know you. But that's Melania Giudice on Real Housewives of New Jersey on a Tuesday when she was 3.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to hear about your basement. No more. That made me cackle.
Yeah.
But the episode as a whole, K. Michelle lost.
Yeah.
Having Twitter fingers, losing me.
Yeah.
Let's read some for Krystal. Okay, let me find it for you. That was the beginning. So, K. Michelle says, don't sit in my face and play like you don't know what I'm talking about. You want a reaction, you can have it. Say it to my face or be a quiet coward. And Portia said, who is a coward? I would define a coward as a person tweeting from the same house, 2 doors down from me. Next time, let's do our job and bring it to my front door real time. That's how it's done on RHOA.
Ooh, call it out. Portia said, I'm a vet. I know how this shit go.
And it continues. So K. Michelle said, no different than you being 2 doors down from me, fucking on my ex, sitting in my face like you a girl's girl while telling him my business, damn bimbo. And Portia goes, ooh, Twitter fingers, shaking the table, #activated.
Oh. Well, I mean, K. Michelle does seem to be activated.
On Twitter.
Yeah, she does seem to be activated. Very reactive.
But it's falling flat on the show. Like, K. Michelle has all the ingredients to be a delicious cast member. I don't know why she is crying at the table and talking in code at breakfast.
Right.
And then tweeting instead of talking directly to the ladies.
Yeah, well, a shout out to Reality with Kristen. She made a video, and I was going to bring this up, too, to
please.
talk about. She says, and I ask you, is this clickbait or is this true? She says that K. Michelle is not a good housewife. And she makes a point that, she's not a good housewife, but in her not being a good housewife, it is creating drama, it's creating fanfare, it's creating enough for us to get us through the season, and that she would like to see her back.
Yeah.
But do we think K. Michelle is a good housewife?
So I love that you just asked that because it does open up what was literally next to my notes. So this might be a reach, but K. Michelle is making me think of Adora Delano when she came back onto Drag Race All-Stars and couldn't really handle the competition. She had evolved and wasn't in a space to compete or be criticized by the judges. And she left the competition. So as a K. Michelle fan who is excited for her to be on the show, if this continues, I will have to agree with those calling for this to be her last season. But I'm rooting for you.
Evolved past the show?
Quite possibly with her reactions. I feel like she's folding like a little wilted flower. I'm like, girl, stand up.
And you know what made me think that? She asked, so it was the scene when they were still in the Sprinter van headed to dinner, and I think it was just right after the Kelly and Portia exchange, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna drop it, we're gonna be good, whatever. And K. Michelle makes a comment, she's like, oh, that's just how we roll, we're just gonna rah, 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 and then drop it and be fine. K. Michelle, absolutely. That is exactly how this goes. Like,
she was shook,
and then you're on a loop and a cycle, and you do it again, and then you rah rah rah, and then you say, okay, we're good again. Like, this is how this show goes. Do you not know that? Did no one prime you?
Yeah.
So it does seem like she's a little either out of touch, or maybe she's just withdrawn.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, baby girl, get in the field. Like, this is how it goes.
Yeah.
And she's just like, stop. Anxiety, stop. Everyone, stop fighting. And baby, do you know where you at?
Exactly.
Okay, this is not the Kumbaya show. Okay? This is Real Housewives, baby.
I guess she's traumatized.
Get in the mud. Get in the field.
She's seeming traumatized by Love and Hip Hop.
I think she's traumatized. I think because the Real Housewives bitches will fight. They will hit you now.
I mean,
they will put hands on
Love
you.
and Hip Hop fought.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Love and Hip Hop. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying Real Housewives.
Love and Hip Hop, the girls will, it's less rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Real Housewives, they're like chihuahuas, right? They're going to bark, 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 bark. They may or may not bite.
But we love a good read.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's
fight with your words.
And K. Michelle's got the reads.
She does.
Bring the reads.
That's what I'm saying. She has all the ingredients to be a delicious housewife. It's falling flat.
Yeah, girl, bring the reads, bring the fashions, bring the country music, bring the money.
Can I say, speaking of K. Michelle's fashions, that seashell dress was everything.
Right, titties sitting up, body out, booty stacked. That's what we want to see, girl.
Yes.
We want to see the fashions. We want to hear the reads. She's funny.
Yeah.
She has great comedic timing. Like, that's what I want to see from you, K. Michelle. Like,
this is what I want to see.
This is what I want to see. Wow. Like, turn that up, girl. The crying, the tears, oh my God, these girls are so mean. Oh my God. And I think just some women just have like very, like, women trauma.
Yeah.
Maybe. Trauma with groups of women.
So I know I'm skipping around, but at breakfast the next day, I really didn't understand Angela getting mad at Shamia because K. Michelle didn't directly communicate her feelings. That made absolutely no sense to me.
It didn't make sense to me, but you know what did make sense to me?
Tell me.
Was Angela saying, you know what, I saw Shamia's face and I like immediately clocked it. To me, that made sense.
Okay. But, I have a whole section about facial expressions.
Okay, we're going to get to it.
Why is Shamia responsible for translating K. Michelle's emotions? Shouldn't K. Michelle tell them herself?
Absolutely.
And then Drew somehow ends up mad at Shamia too, being like, well, why my name in it? When K. Michelle was the one that said your name. It wasn't Shamia. It was K. Michelle inserting herself, being like, don't you want to move past things with Drew?
Right.
So so I also felt like Angela wasn't addressing K. Michelle directly. Then Drew wasn't addressing K. Michelle directly. Like, ladies, your issue is with K. Michelle. Stop treating Shamia like customer service.
Yeah, I get it. But also, I feel like they weren't getting anything out of K. Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay, so, she was just a bucket full of tears.
So come for Shamia? That's the solution? So now let's talk about the facial expressions. Angela coming for Shamia over facial expressions. I personally felt attacked. Some of us have expressive faces. And Angela got a face full of Botox. No shade. But Botox is strong enough to stop the truth from living on your face.
Yeah.
And honestly, Shamia's face moves.
Yeah.
She hasn't frozen every muscle yet.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Ooh, she said what she said.
Love you, Angela, though. But it don't move.
Yeah, I think it was unnecessary for them to really come as hard at Shamia, but I think it was coming from they weren't getting anything out of K. Michelle. K. Michelle was a wall. So the next person was Shamia. Unfortunately, Shamia, you got caught in the crossfire. And honestly, I don't know why your girl didn't jump in. I don't know why
Kelly or
Kelly didn't jump in and say, "Oh, she told me too."
Yeah.
I guess she didn't want any of the smoke. She didn't want to back
Which
up.
Shamia did bring up later when she calls the girls back. But we're gonna get to that. I did want to point out a positive. One thing I genuinely loved about this episode was seeing all the women, including K. Michelle, without makeup.
Yeah, that's rare.
It felt authentic. It felt refreshing, and every single one of them looked beautiful.
They did. More of that. More scenes where we get some contrast. Not everyone. You don't have to be in glam, mowing your lawn, walking your dog, going to the grocery store. Okay?
Yeah, makeup should be fun, not mandatory.
Exactly. It should be an expression and an extension of yourself, not a trap or a cage. Yes.
Well said, Maya Angelou. Mm-hmm. And seeing gorgeous Black women confidently existing barefaced on HD television, loved it.
Yes. Skin glowing, popping, juicy, plump, beautiful.
Let me pull this up for you. Okay, now Kelly, did you see this interview?
I did not.
She was talking about that Tom Ford white tee, like it reinvented fashion. Baby, wearing a white t-shirt with a designer label does not make you a fashion icon. It just means you spent more money on a white t-shirt.
So what did she say about the t-shirt?
Let's see. Bloop. T-shirt, I'm casual, is blurry. Well, it's not what she said. Everybody is hailing this as one of the worst looks across all seasons in a talking head.
Oh, this is her talking head look.
Yeah, this is an interview. This is just,
Okay.
These are her interviews. And I feel like her thinking this white tee, expensive Tom Ford white tee is a flex, further shows how she's a trend follower, not a trendsetter.
Fire that stylist yesterday, Kelly. Like, it's not... But I do appreciate her trying to cover up the tatas. Because, Kelly, them titties be on the chin. Every single outfit. So I appreciate her for trying, but it's still the proportions are still it's still not right.
And she doubled down on the look. Like, it doesn't look good. This is not.
I have nothing to say. Beautiful gowns. Like, it looks boring, basic.
Boring and
whatever.
Yeah, like
it's a t-shirt.
It kind of
is this a Hanes commercial? Like, what are we giving?
I know when Jenna Lyons wore a robe to the last reunion that she went to, a lot of people were shading it as, like, not trying, which I actually enjoyed the robe look. Mm-hmm. But that's the criticism I feel here. I'm like, it's, you have no individuality. Like, if Tom Ford, Gucci, if they slap a label on something, on a trash bag, you're going to wear it.
Right.
And that's the biggest fashion crime of all, is not having your own sense of fashion.
Right. Yeah, this is not style.
Yeah.
This is you putting on a t-shirt.
Yeah. T-shirt. Okay, so Shamia's timing. I know I've been skipping around, but I kind of thought it was when she called everybody back after they had already dispersed.
Yeah.
I understood what she was trying to do, but the timing fell flat.
All off.
Timing matters in reality television. Yeah. Like, girl, everybody already mentally checked out and started thinking about wigs, glam, and dinner reservations. That conversation would have landed...
You should have did that in the car.
Thank you. I was just going to say it would have landed way harder in the Sprinter van before everybody split up. Now, with that said...
Or even on the Sprinter to the gala.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometime else. And it's like, girl, people got to get into glam. People got shit to do. Y'all are already notoriously late to everything.
Yes.
Like, come on now.
Yes. But... Now, with that said, Shamia looked good. Respectfully, I was distracted.
The body is tea.
Body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy.
I want the Shamia special. When I'm Shamia's age, I'm taking her picture to the doctor. Okay, give me the Shamia special.
Money well spent. That body was bodying.
Yeah. Titties up, booty up, stomach flat. Yeah, give me the Shamia special.
I heard maybe about 17% of what she said because the visual presentation was...
I was like, damn, girl, you look good.
It was overpowering the message.
Mommy, Shamia, listen, at any moment, if you want to meet me somewhere in a dark corner, I'll be there.
Okay.
Just know that, Shamia. Shamia's giving mommy. And, I need a mommy, Shamia.
Okay. So, now for the gala, let's talk about the looks. So, first up, Cynthia. What do you think?
Okay, and the theme is Dallas.
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Well, it was both. It was Dallas, Dynasty. It was like a morph. It was both.
Okay, so we're giving Dynasty, which means big hair, glam, sparkles, hair as high, the higher the hair, the closer you are to God. I love the big hair. Now, is there a reason why she's wearing a tiara and a sash?
Oh, well, they did do an event to, like, who was...
Crown the tequila queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And she ended up crowning all of them, but I feel like she just ended up taking a picture in the sash and crown.
Okay, the dress is fine.
Pinky
with the hat. This is nothing about this is giving Dynasty. Dynasty is about luxury. It's about tailoring. You know, this is not... Girl, first of all, what is this door knocker belt you have on? Very WWE, very...
Ooh.
You stole the door knocker off of somebody's mansion.
Oh, now I can't unsee that.
Yeah, very like 2016. I'm at the 40/40 club with my big ass belt. This dress is giving Shein. Okay, it's giving I got it from Windsor. This is a Windsor prom dress. The gloves are tacky. 0 out of 10. I think you could have at least given us a wig or something. Give us some hair. Obviously, you're bald. That's fine. But that makes it easier to put a wig on. No.
Okay. I hear you, and everything you said is valid. I will say, when I was watching this live, I actually liked the hat, and I know people were dragging her for that hat.
I need to see how it moves.
It was giving big in Dallas. Like, everything's bigger in Texas, so let me have this.
If it was a day party, maybe the hat, you know what I'm saying? If you're at a polo match, a luncheon, but you're inside, girl. Take the damn hat off, okay? It's an umbrella.
Okay, next. Ooh, what did I do? Oh, no. Here we go. Next, we have Phaedra. And when I first saw her, I was like, oh, my God, Marilyn Monroe. That wig.
The wig is great. It's laid. Yeah. It's placed. First of all, a lot of these ladies are on Facetune. Whoever's editing your photos, tell them to turn down the blur just a little bit, okay? I need to see a little bit more pores on the face, okay? Because the blur is getting a little bit too blurred, girl, okay? It's giving AI a little bit, okay?
Yep.
Tell them to turn down the blur, whoever's editing your pictures. Glam is great. Hair is great. I mean, this is a Portia. Like, Portia gives Dynasty on a day-to-day. Like, that's really her vibe. So,
yeah.
For me, I'm like, okay, where else could Portia go? I mean...
Phaedra.
I keep saying Portia, goddamn. Phaedra. Both of them kind of give Dynasty, to be honest, on a day-to-day. But where else could Phaedra have gone? I think she could have gone... she could have turned it up a little more. Mm-hmm. You know, but the dress is fine. It's also giving prom dress to me.
Oh, okay.
But it's fine. Beautiful gowns.
Portia, and she actually wore this to the reunion when she was pregnant with PJ.
Oh, okay. So we're pulling out the closet. That's fine. Okay. La Roche notoriously says, wear your clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Portia's wearing her clothes. I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
It's Portia. Turn down the Facetune as well.
Drew. I love the wig. It's giving Beyonce.
I don't mind this color on her. I actually don't mind this blonde color on her.
I think she looks great.
She looks fine.
Yeah.
Not Dynasty, though.
Okay, can I just say before you go, something's off about Shamia for me. Like, I feel like the hair and the outfit don't match. It's like eating her up, almost.
The hair is Dynasty. The part is a little... It's something about the part, but I do like the bigness. I like the teasedness of the hair.
But it's drapery everywhere, and I feel like if you're gonna have a pillowy drapery thing, you have to, like, be snatched in other places.
Exactly. Like, the contrast is a little bit too much. Like, since the hair comes down so low, I would have done, like, a dress with a lower neckline, get some of that fabric off the shoulders, you know, something that's strapless, tight, you know, something that's... I could have even seen you do, like, a short dress.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you know, short dresses aren't really gala forward, but, you know, this is still Real Housewives, so we're giving fantasy. So I would have even gone short, shown more of the leg, done a really strappy
Which I liked the split.
Yeah, I like the leg showing, but the dress is giving, like, flowy mama. It's giving 70s, like, flow. You know, you're wearing your little moo-moo around the house.
Yeah.
No. Hair, I do like.
Yes.
And glam.
It just doesn't go together with the look.
Yeah, it doesn't match.
Okay, and Kelly, this is our last one.
Okay, sitting down is a choice. I'm sure there's other pictures of her, but this, you know...
I like the dress.
Sitting down picture.
Something's off about the hair.
I don't like the hair.
Yeah.
I like the bigness, but you know, y'all didn't have to go so long with the hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, true. There's a lot of
Right.
Dallas, where it was still giving big, but
it wasn't as long.
Yeah.
It's something about big and long. You can't do big and long for too long because it's gravity. You're working against gravity. Gravity is just going to pull the hair down. So if you're going to go big, go short.
Yeah.
I mean, the dress is nice. She looks like she could present an award. That's not a dig. Like, I think she looks fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you have a favorite?
Did we see Angela?
Oh my gosh. You're
Where's
right.
Angela?
Because actually, we're missing that, but I think Angela was my favorite because it was all pearls, and I'm a sucker for pearls.
Let's find Angela.
So
I know
here it is in the group
and
photo.
K. Michelle. I didn't see either of them.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Okay, let's see.
Hold, please.
Why am I typing on the wrong thing? But yeah, Angela had this like pearl look that I thought was absolutely stunning.
And I know she was gonna give. Angela la la.
See, why did they just pull up Phaedra? Okay, so here's a picture.
That's all I can see. Okay, from what I can see, it looks nice. I like the hair. The hair is not giving Dynasty, but again, it's short.
Yeah.
So I like that. We don't always have to have a 40-inch bust down, okay?
Tell
ladies.
it.
Sometimes we can do a short look.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't find K. Michelle. I can't believe that's missing from here. Oh, she's right here in this red.
K. Michelle, I love red. Thank you for giving us
there
a color.
There we go. Yeah.
The hair, again, she does a half up, half down. I love a half up, half down. It's very gala. It's very, for the moment.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, out of the group, for me personally, it was Angela who got best dressed.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for pearls, and I feel like the picture I'm showing you isn't giving it justice.
Yeah. I'm going to go Cynthia from what I can see.
Okay.
Yeah, Cynthia or Kay or Angela, but Cynthia is my top.
Cynthia's most on theme. I would say, generally speaking, Angela's my favorite look, period, but for the theme, Cynthia obviously brought it. Okay, cool.
Go, girl. You look good.
All right. Now, where were we? We did the gala. Okay, I did, as somebody who was born and raised in Dallas, Texas weather is very random, and I saw people saying, why didn't they check the weather? So I don't know if you got this far into the episode, but on the way to the gala, Cynthia gets a call, and they're like, it's storming, baby, And so they ended up moving the party inside, but yeah, I saw people being like, why didn't she check the weather? And look, there's an old saying in Texas, if you don't like the weather, just wait a little bit, because it'll change. So to the folks that don't think it snows in Texas, I can remember it snowing on my birthday in April at a track meet. And I remember my coach wouldn't let me wear my sweats, and my feet felt like nubs when I was running. So Texas weather is random. You can go to sleep, wake up, and there was a tornado 1 block away. It hailed. Your snow got hail damage.
Oh my gosh.
It flooded somehow. Like, the weather is random.
Wow.
But I hope to try Cynthia's tequila the next time I'm in Dallas, and I'm excited. I'm excited it's like based in Dallas or really being developed in Dallas. I forget exactly what she said.
Some connection to Texas.
Yeah. I wish we could have seen the women interact with more with Black cowboys and shine a light on that forgotten history. And gone to a Black-owned hole-in-the-wall barbecue pit for some brisket or to a fish fry. Like,
where should they have gone? Tell us.
Well, you know what? I always loved Dickie's Barbecue Pit, but like off the top of my head, I've been living in New York since 2010, so off the top of my head, I don't know, but they are there, and I just feel like all the vendors and most of the activities and locations were with white people, and there might have been an opportunity to go to a Black ranch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So bravo. Call me next time you're going to Texas, especially with Black women.
Right. Who are those field producers? Y'all need to expand who y'all are looking at.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, I might not know the names, but I know they're there. I know those hole-in-the-wall, Black family-owned barbecue pit, fish fries, Juniors,
Absolutely.
Like, they're there.
They're everywhere, and I'm sure it's not that hard to find.
Yes, there was a missed opportunity there, and that's another issue I've had with Bravo where Texas is concerned. They don't show a lot of diversity in their casts. Real Housewives of Dallas. That's why I didn't watch it. And then there's Southern Charm. There's black people in the South, y'all.
Right.
And then with the Rhode Island, with the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast, it was missing with the vendors and the activities.
Right.
So just across the board, there's a lack of diversity when we go to the South for some reason.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
Why is that, Bravo?
Yep. Also, Drew came to the gala so late, she missed the entire gala.
Oh my gosh. Sounds like Drew. Was anyone, were they on time?
I don't recall if they were super late. Drew was the only one that was super late. She didn't travel with the girls.
Okay.
She was getting her glam done, and she missed the whole gala, and she could have just stayed home.
Yeah. Speaking of glam, and I'm not blaming any of Drew's glam team, but I have been talking with my future sister-in-law, who is about to get married to my brother on Sunday, this coming Sunday, just about how hair and makeup teams can absolutely derail your timeline and plan if they themselves are not organized and planned. So it's important to actually book professionals who do this, because already we've had to change the timeline for the hairstylist. And I'm like, girl, tell her to be here on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we head over to Rhode Island, I did want to say that I feel like it was on Watch What Happens Live where Shamia confirmed that she feels like Angela Oakley is partially to blame for her fallout with Portia. I don't agree. I'm like, if your friendship can be broken by
a newbie?
Yeah.
Girl, please.
So maybe Angela was being messy, but she is not responsible.
In no way.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. That's just as ridiculous as Angela making up that story about Phaedra.
Yes.
And whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, Shamia. Bye.
All right, so let's head over to Rhode Island because the girls are RHORI. They're fighting over jokes that weren't funny, floor plan, square footage, and men that absolutely need to be left immediately.
Lock them up.
Okay, so let's be clear. The joke wasn't funny.
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Okay.
Do I think it was risky? Absolutely. Do I think I would be pulling up to somebody's house
with a megaphone
and just yelling and screaming and hooting and hollering of somebody who I didn't really like or who I was getting to know? No. Had I clocked their reaction to it and then immediately been like, oh shit, you didn't think that was funny, did you? Because it was clear that Rosie did not think that was funny when she came out of her home.
Yep. And beyond it not being funny, Kelsey and Rosie are not even close enough for that type of joke to land.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I watched the after show, and Alicia was the one who said it didn't land. And I felt like Liz and Joellen were like, it was hilarious. Like, I appreciated Alicia for being fair, and I feel like Liz is losing me by being up behind. Liz and Joellen are starting to lose me by being up behind Kelsey's butt. Like, you need to be able to keep it real with your friend.
Yeah, I think it was risky. I think it could have gone either way, but the moment you see that it's not going in your favor, that's when you need to backtrack. Yeah. And, a lot of people, you could even say comedians, a lot of comedians make that, they make oh my God, what's the word I want? The issue or the problem, they basically blame it on their fans. Yeah. Right? You're not funny enough to get it. I think we're going through something like that with Mr. Kevin Hart right now, right? You're just not funny enough to get my joke. That's why you didn't get it. Well, maybe your joke wasn't fucking funny. Have you ever considered that? And so, Kelsey, have you ever just considered that maybe it just wasn't fucking funny to your audience?
You're not a comedian.
You were trying to make laugh. Yeah. She didn't like it. So move on. It didn't land. Sometimes the jokes don't land.
And Rosie already showed her grace by even allowing Kelsey into her home to do her hair after everything that's happened. Yeah. That's intimate.
That is intimate.
She trusted you with her hair.
Yeah. But sorry, go ahead.
This is how you decide to break the ice?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. But I will say, Rosie, you throw my kid out the door, bitch, I'm grabbing that bitch. Okay, we're going to have to fight.
She asked her several times to leave.
Yeah, and I don't know, Kelsey, why you were standing there like a damn bobblehead, like you had your feet were in quicksand that you couldn't move. Girl, get the hell out that lady's house. Get out of her house. She said, get out of my house multiple. You only have to tell me one time to get out of your house, and bitch, shit is packed. I'm out your fucking house. I don't want to be in your space.
Yes.
And first of all, you know, this is Rosie's home, right? She's comfortable in her space, so of course she's gonna get a little loud. She's gonna get a little rambunctious. This is her house. Okay, she feels the most comfortable in this space. You ain't got to tell me twice. Lady.
I was just going to say that.
House.
You don't got to tell me twice. I will be gone, okay?
Packed up. You know what? Let me get back in the car. Sorry, girl.
What did you think of the moment where the producer opened the door back so Kelsey could come and be like...
That was messy.
By the way... But it was kind of it was shaky. Like, yeah.
All right, girl, you finding your sea legs. She's like, I got to stand on my own two for the first time in 10 years. So, okay, Kelsey. Yeah, you better speak up, find your voice or some shit. I don't know.
And after this episode, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, Rosie's warming up to me. We've been liking Rosie since episode fucking 1.
Yes, I love me some Rosie, okay? Yeah.
Welcome
but
to our
don't throw
side.
my kit, Rosie, because I will have to slam you on the ground, girl.
Sweetie, she wouldn't have thrown yours because you wouldn't have been told twice.
I wouldn't have come to your house with a bullhorn.
You would exactly. That's how you want somebody to get into your chair. The professionalism, like take Rosie out of the situation. You're coming to cut her hair. You're meant to make your client feel comfortable.
Right.
That is the opposite of that.
Yeah. Like, you could have done something else that was a little shady and funny and not, like, screaming in her neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe brought her a plant for her new, a table in her new addition of her home. You know, I don't know. Did something else, but...
I feel like next season would have been an appropriate time for that joke.
You think it was too soon?
Absolutely! They just stopped. They were just yelling at each other. They had made peace, cleared the air, and that's how she entered their new age of peace with a megaphone. And so going back to Joellen and Liz defending Kelsey no matter what, it just loses points for them with me because it's just giving yes men. Like Kelsey could sneeze aggressively and they'd be like, wow, queen, legendary, you know?
Ooh.
Alicia gained even more respect for me because she kept it real. That's what actual friends do.
Yeah.
Bravo casts need at least one person willing to say, look, you're wrong.
Who was in the after show, who was Alicia paired with?
I know that Joellen and Liz were together.
Okay.
No, I might be wrong because I also, in the after show, Liz and Kelsey, somebody handed her something to fold. And there was a whole segment of Liz and Kelsey folding something. I think, Alicia was with Joellen.
Okay.
Alicia was with Joellen, yep. And then Rosie and Ashley were with Rulla.
Okay.
So let's talk about Joellen and her mom. Yeah, I was moved by that scene until I watched the after show, and Joellen said that their relationship is the same as it was before. It seems like her mom was performing the good mom in front of the cameras. I hate that for Joellen. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are. When it comes to your parents, you are their child.
You want love. You want to feel that type of unconditional love. And I just think her mom is incapable of giving that. Yeah. And it's hard to come to the realization that you're just not going to get that.
I don't think she's come to that realization yet. I think she's still hoping.
Yeah, there's some hope.
I don't blame her for trying, but
yeah. Well, you know what the therapist lady said to me once? She said, why? And she was like, why are you hopeful? Given all the things that you've seen, why is hope still? Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I don't know, actually. So I ask you, Joellen, why? Why are you hopeful?
I don't know. I feel like it's innate in us to want to have a connection with our parents. And you always feel like your mom's baby. And out in the world, yes, you are an adult. And Joellen is independent. She doesn't need her mom to support her financially, but she does want emotional support, and her presence seems to be lacking.
Right. But, I totally get that. And also, like, it's just not logical.
Dude, abusive kids always want to go back home to their abusive parents.
Yeah, I mean, it's Stockholm Syndrome. It's like, this person literally birthed you. You would hope that they had an ounce of empathy for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
With the track record of sending her daughters away, it seems like the mom is the problem. And I've seen people trying to play devil's advocate for the mom, and I really don't get it.
I don't get sending my child away to a facility where I don't have any control or say or notification as to the conditions that they're in I don't know who is in the room
with drug
them.
addicts.
Drug addicts. I don't know what types of people are running these facilities. They're usually troubled themselves. I would never put my daughter in a situation to be harmed further. Just because I talk to boys, or you think I'm fast, and you think I'm promiscuous.
Young.
Yeah, what the fuck? That is weird.
Yeah.
I would probably never talk to you again. I would never call you mom.
Yeah.
But hey.
Let alone leave you with my children. But like I said, it seems like there's this innate desire to just want to give her mom chance after chance.
She sees her sister. Her sister seems to have a good relationship. So it's like, why can't I? You know? Yeah, I totally get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so changing the vibe a little bit, I genuinely need someone to explain the obsession with Rosie. Why are we still talking about this woman's square footage? This is the most boring argument.
Yeah, it's very snooze.
Rosie asked one question at a picnic, and everyone acted like she committed a federal crime ever since. And in the end, she was basically right. There were other people involved in Kelsey's relationship. Right. She just got the label wrong. It wasn't
it's not polygamy, Rosie.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And people are trying to say that Rosie is just as bad because she brought the floor plans. But I'm like, no. Kelsey publicly called Rosie a liar. Rosie brought receipts. Those are not equal things. A floor plan versus a megaphone.
Yeah.
If Kelsey's goal was genuinely to rebuild the relationship professionally, she could continue to do Rosie's hair. That was the worst way possible.
Absolutely.
Rosie doesn't need anything from Kelsey. It seems like Kelsey is the one that wants to cut her hair so she can post it, which I'm not mad about it, but you're going about it the wrong way.
Yeah, I feel like everything that Kelsey says is just like so flat.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't post me on your Instagram when I did your hair. Bitch, what the fuck? I'm not obligated to post you. You post about your own fucking business.
Yeah. And also, you could have asked. You could have taken photos and been like, hey, girl, can I
tag me? Or invite collaborator. You don't know how to do that on Instagram, girl? Get somebody to teach you. You can literally tag Rosie and invite collaborator. Like, learn about that. Google that.
She's not even used to cutting her own lemons, so
right. Goddamn, she doesn't do anything for herself. She doesn't do her laundry. She doesn't drive herself. Like, come on, girl. You have an issue because Rosie is self-made.
And has a ring.
Has her own shit.
Yeah.
And has a ring and
is in a happy marriage of, like, there's no power struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, in Kelsey's relationship, there's a clear breadwinner, and I feel like Kelsey is in a relationship, in a happy marriage with somebody that she's more of an equal with on every way.
Yeah. And you know what? In that Rosie and Kelsey scene, justice for Clemmy, okay?
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Clemmy was just like, you know what? I'm over this. Get this lady out my house. You know, I came to welcome her, and now she fucking with my mama.
Clemmy was the real star of the episode.
Clemmy was like, everybody go to bed. You see, I'm in my bed. Everybody go to bed.
Okay, now we absolutely need to discuss Brian admitting he got Rulla liquored up because what are we doing here? Like, I feel like... So, Krystal, you did not watch this episode.
No, I watched most of it. I got through halfway before I got here. So
I'm
halfway up on the tea.
Okay, cool. So we're just going to start at the beginning, and feel free to jump in and let me know if you need more explanation on anything. So we know that at the end of last episode, it's like Portia and Kelly going back and forth. And Portia is telling a story about Kelly trying to come for her hot box while she was taking a hoe bath. And
Portia in these stories, man.
Bro.
She be, Portia, you need to write a play.
Where the receipts at? Like Whitney Houston said, show me the receipts.
Right. Portia got a story for every single interaction and scenario.
Yes.
Girl.
Sorry, Portia, love you. I don't believe it for a second. She got all this creative pent-up energy. She should channel it.
Do something with it. You already got wigs and hair and whatnot. I don't know. Going over to the Tyler Perry studios. Ooh. Maybe he can do something with your stories.
Ooh, okay, tap in.
Yeah.
Okay, but this conversation leads, like, Kelly's like, no, you need a rose. And Portia starts saying that she didn't want to have one because she thought that she would become desensitized.
Yeah, that is a big conversation amongst I think it's a myth.
Thank you.
Some sex educators tap in, like, what? Yeah, talk about that.
It sounds like something the patriarchy told women to keep us scared of enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, some people say that, using sex toys will desensitize your pleasure center and sort of make it so that when you are having penetrative sex or sex without the sex toy, that it's not as heightened.
You know what I think? I think cis men have gotten to be lazy and just do whatever. Mediocre.
Yes.
And women have to be properly stimulated. Like, there are so many men out there who there's no foreplay involved.
Zero.
And so a modern woman has to be properly stimulated, and either you're up to that task or you're not.
Right, or the roses.
Yeah.
So, hey.
But yeah, please enjoy your rose in peace. And honestly, hearing that from Portia specifically shocked me because I expected a little more sex positivity in this stage in her life. It feels like she's subconsciously repeating patriarchal talking points without realizing it.
I think Portia is a conservative woman, and I think that there's a subsect of queer women. And let me be clear, they would never call themselves queer women.
Yeah.
So that is my verbiage and term that I'm using. There's a subsect of queer women who still are praying the gay away, who wish so bad that they were not gay, or they did not like women, or they weren't into women. They live their lives conservatively. They have conservative values. There's actually a couple, I think, on Couples Therapy, the show with Dr. Orna, or one of those couples therapy shows. Just that there's a lesbian couple, and one of them is just like, I can't believe I'm gay, basically, and she's like in her 40s, and it's like, bitch, by now, like, I'm sorry, I don't know how you haven't come to terms with this, but hey, and they live their lives conservatively, and so honestly, I'm not surprised.
You cannot pray the gay away. And while you were speaking, there were so many things popping into my mind. Like, recently, there's this Lady Gaga fan, or used to be a Lady Gaga fan, but now he went through conversion camp, and now he's distancing himself. And then also with Heather from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, she did her documentary about leaving the church, and there was this guy who led their version of conversion therapy camp who got found out. He was outed by whoever. When you make yourself the face of being anti-gay and you turn out to be gay, like, that's gonna get reported. That's gonna be news.
Yeah, Heather's definitely a lesbian too.
Oh,
say.
Oh shit!
I think Heather's a lesbian. She is.
Or at least bi.
At least bi.
Well, you know what, Krystal, now that you said that, I feel comfortable to just say that I technically think everyone is queer. You're either in touch with it or you're not.
Yeah, we're all on a spectrum. Straight and gay are like the ends of the spectrum. Nobody's all the way straight. I can tell you that for sure. Ooh. Okay? Nobody. Not your daddy, not your mama, not your grandma. Okay? Not the barista, none of them, okay?
And for Black people specifically, there's a documented history of us having same-sex partners until we were introduced to Christianity.
Yep,
so
European ideals.
Thank you. But taking it back to Portia and her history with church and, you know, subconsciously voicing the patriarchy, I feel like there is a church of incels somewhere saying your body should only be used for pleasure, to pleasure your husband, you know? And it reminded me, her being like, it's going to desensitize you, it reminded me of middle school rumors when I was younger where people said if you wore tampons, you weren't a virgin. Like, be serious!
Yes, I remember that one. Yes, oh my God. Yeah, you were, your hymen was going to break if you wore a tampon. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Ladies, reclaim your joy, reclaim your pleasure. Don't let these outdated narratives win. Okay, so then at dinner, after K. Michelle started questioning everybody's behavior, it becomes more disgusting. And at this point, it's starting to feel like a humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Rulla's gorgeous, accomplished, family-oriented, financially smart, literally a business baddie, a captain of the ship. She got her boat license. Meanwhile, Brian acts like little dick energy. I need Rulla to... I have heard people... Last week when I talked about this, someone was like, oh, well, I feel like you're not taking into account, like, the family pressures of, like, not wanting to divorce. And I totally get that, and I want Rulla to break that generational curse. Leave that man.
Leave that man where you found him.
Be the first of your family to break that generational curse. Like,
Yeah.
I understand the family pressure. I understand the cultural expectations. I understand how difficult divorce can feel in certain environments. And I'm like, Rulla could be such a baddie, but she's letting this rinky-dink, small dick energy man humiliate her. And it's upsetting me and my homegirl.
Yeah.
Like, if you couldn't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell could you go?
Rulla, drop that man and go and find you a nice, delicious Syrian man or a Middle Eastern man from a different Middle Eastern country. Like, girl, he's tired, he's embarrassing you, and he's just a cancer. And you want to know why, Rulla, you're so damn sick and you up and out them people's hospital? It's that man sucking and draining your energy. Okay, that's why you've been sick. You don't know why? Yeah, we know. His name is Brian. The disease is named Brian.
I have heard that statistically speaking, women that are married to cis men live like 5 years less than otherwise any other woman.
There have been women who have said, I've had this chronic pain for years and years that I've been with this person. We broke up and my chronic pain magically disappeared. Yeah.
And that's why Rulla's always getting sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Brian.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's Brian. Like, your sickness is Brian. Like, you're stressed out. It's causing imbalances in your immune system. Because you're having to hold all of these things. You're having to play this role of being the good wife while your husband is out here gallivanting and jaunting and swinging his dick at everybody. And you just have to act like nothing's happening and everything's good and your family's great. And it's causing you pain and sickness and suffering. When what you could do is drop his ass and move on.
Oof.
And maybe this is her, maybe this is her coming out of sorts. Maybe the show, maybe it's her way of gaining some financial independence.
But she already, that's Alicia.
Yeah.
That sounds like Alicia. Rulla makes her own money.
That is true. Rulla has her own money. Girl, grab them kids up and go on to your mamas.
Yeah, Beyonce has a song about this. Me, the kids, and the dog gonna be gone.
Everybody.
Why don't you love me?
Yes, take everything. Take the sheets, okay? Do like Quad, take the sleep number. Take everything, okay?
Rulla, watch Waiting to Exhale. Immediately.
Yes, Rulla, get on Waiting to Exhale and leave that man where he's at, okay?
You're the motherfucking improper influence! Okay.
Oh my God, he's so annoying.
Did I miss anything for RHORI?
No, that was it.
All right, y'all. That wraps up this episode of Shelbz for the Culture podcast. Make sure you subscribe, share this episode with a friend, and leave us a 5-star review because y'all know we are building this Bravo community one chaotic recap at a time. And remember, protect your peace, trust your facial expressions, and never let that man convince you to fear the rose. I'll catch you next episode. Bye.